we're finishing. We just did the final walkthrough on this project. The owner was with us. The owner is very pleased. The punch list is very minimal. This was probably one of the most interesting retrofit projects that I've ever been associated with, as far as the complexities of the job, the severity of the existing roof. We're in the mountains of Virginia, the severity of the weather that works on the roof. But we had a very good customer, school system that wanted a permanent fix, and we gave them, I had Joe help me, give him some budgets on this, and when it came around to bidding it, we met the budget, we got the engineering done, we solved the problems that they're having here, and it's turned out to be a very nice project. We have a customer here that we feel is going to be a repeat customer that's pleased with what we have, and that's what we all live on, is to be able to do a good job like that. So they have done a very good job for us. We feel that hopefully we've engineered a good job and managed the job properly also, but the team is really between not only Joe Lafave and his company and our company, but also with the owner. It's been a very good combination where we got through a lot of different things. And we've been here on this job because we missed it last winter because of the snow. We've been here for about a year and a half to finish this job. Normally it doesn't take that long, but we're in the mountains and we had to work around the weather. So we've been here a long time, and we still haven't worn out our welcome here.
We were introduced to Lafave's through Chuck with Metal Roof Consultants. We were looking at doing an EPMD roof here at Nares Elementary Middle School, replacing what was here currently. And Chuck came by our offices and met with John Mills, our maintenance team leader, and myself, and provided us information on a slope metal roof in compared to the EPMD roof. And we became interested in that concept of a slope metal roof. So we set up an opportunity to go visit with Chuck and in North Carolina, and that's when we met Joe and were able to walk on some of the roofs that they had done in North Carolina in a school division down there. And then we brought it back and started making presentations to our boards, and from there we're here a year and a half later with a finished product. The workmanship of Lafave's we've been very happy with. It's been a very positive working relationship over the year and a half that we've been working with them on Nares Elementary Middle School's roof. They've been very responsive to anything, any questions we've had, any suggestions that we've had about doing the roof or additions to it, or etc. But overall, it's been a very positive experience for us, and we look forward to possibilities in the future of doing other projects with them.
The project that we have completed at Nares Elementary School is a daunting task. It's several different elevations and roof lines to address, and it was in a lot of rooftop equipment, and to be quite frank, I was apprehensive, to say the least, about tackling this. I've been in this building business almost 40 years now, and I know a little bit about this stuff, and it just seemed like a formidable task. But we had a good engineer, a design professional on this project, and Lafave and his team followed things to a T. Obviously, a project of this magnitude and this difficulty, there were problems. But the measure of a contractor or an individual is not that they have problems, it's how they address them. And Joe and his team were forthright and forthcoming on everything, and they stated their position strongly, and we did have some disagreements, but it never deteriorated to finger pointing, or there was never any mention of attorneys, which is something I despise. We worked things out and kept talking until we could find common ground. This is the only job I've ever done with Lafave's, but I have no issue ever telling the truth in any endeavor, any venue, and without hesitation, I would work with Lafave's on future projects. I've discovered during this process also that Lafave is truly a consummate professional, and the people around him have special skills. One instance comes to mind is this building, as all buildings are, was a little bit out of square, and where it was manifesting itself was in the overhang, and it was going to be quite noticeable if it wasn't done properly. So our team met on the roof, and we kicked it around, and Joe came up with a solution that to me, and I've been doing it a long time, I couldn't, unless I knew the pre-existing condition. I mean, you couldn't tell. I mean, they blended it in nicely, and the best thing about it, they didn't ask me for any more money. They thought that was part of what they should provide, and it cost them some extra material and some extra time. But in the process of doing stuff like that, you build relationships, and I think that Lafave's is in it for the long haul. It's refreshing in this era, this day and age, to find people of honor. They're not making a lot of them anymore, but he's a first-class guy.